Hi, everybody. I wanted to do a Facebook Live today, and we may end up doing these more often just with the evolving rules, changes, updates with the vaccine, as I understand the anxiety in the community and the excitement that the vaccine is certainly available to a degree, right? It's here, it's being distributed, but we don't have enough supply. So we'll probably keep doing these, but let's go through the data. Again, each one of these days, the data themselves, there's positives and there's negatives, and obviously the worst thing is we continue to lose neighbors to this virus. We lost 5 neighbors over the last 24 hours. Male 86 and 48, female 87 and 81, and we lost 1 resident of a nursing home where we don't have that information. So certainly it takes a toll, right, on all of us when we keep losing people. So we want to keep these families in our thoughts and prayers as we continue to push our way through this pandemic. Looking at new cases, 289 new cases, so pretty good case day, second day in a row in the 200s. Positive rate, this is where the really good thing is. Our 7-day average is now down to 6.4%. Our 7-day average about 10 days ago was 8.6%. So now we're clearly going in the right direction. We've absorbed the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa really uptick. It was more cases, but it wasn't a surge that was more intense than what we saw on Thanksgiving. We're seeing New Year's cases now. Hopefully we'll be through this in the next few weeks, but that's positive. Really good news with hospitalizations, 230 hospitalizations. That is down 19 from yesterday. We have 43 neighbors in the ICU. Again, that's down a little bit from yesterday. We have 11 of our neighbors who have recovered and will be transitioned to the COVID transitional unit at Loretto. This has really been a key partner on how we've been able to build up and sustain the hospital capacity over the last 2 weeks. So again, I want to thank our partners there. So our hospitals treating COVID from everywhere, that number again is down as well, down 17. Overall, our hospital capacity continues to get better. And I just want to thank our hospitals at St. Joe's and Krause and Upstate and all their teams for doing the great work taking care of us, especially over the last month and a half. These folks have been working. Overtime isn't even the right word, what they've been doing. So thank you. Things are getting better. And the public, I want to thank the public for taking this seriously so that we can get things in line with this pandemic. So just talking about the vaccine, there's a lot of different terminology that gets used. And let's put this in context related to Onondaga County. So a week, when we think of a week with the vaccine, we think of Wednesday to Wednesday. And why is that? That's because we get notified between Sunday and Tuesday what vaccine we're going to get from the state of New York for our pod, our point of distribution at the War Memorial. So we get notified of that. Once we receive that vaccine, we start to schedule out the appointments. We do not want to schedule out appointments unless we know we have vaccine coming. Other municipalities have done that and have had to cancel. That's something that we don't want to do. This is an emotional process, and people get very excited when they get their appointment. That's not something we feel comfortable with. So when you have an appointment with us for our pod, you're going to get your vaccine unless you don't show up. That's the first thing. The where. Where in this county can you get vaccine now? If you are 65 years and up now, today the governor added 65 and up in pre-existing conditions. I don't know what the pre-existing conditions that qualify are yet. We'll get that information out when we hear. But so 65 and up can go specifically to pharmacies, okay? The pharmacies that got vaccine are most likely booked for the week, right? They're going to get vaccine later this week. Their appointments are most likely booked. Our partner at Kinney's booked. I know they are taking some appointments into the future, but again, this is going to be a process, and eventually supply is going to increase. At the fairgrounds, the state opened up a fairgrounds site in partnership with the county. The state is running the site. We are helping them staff the site. They have a calendar that's more extensive. Why can they promise appointments out into the future? Because they control the vaccine distribution. That's why. So, that, again, if you're getting an appointment in February there, again, that's very likely good chances that that's going to be able to hold true, because the state's making the appointments. They're the ones who are getting the distribution in from the federal government, and so therefore they can make sure that the sites that they're involved with obviously get the vaccine. Onondaga County's pod, we received from the state 3,600 doses that should be here most likely tomorrow. So we have set up appointments for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If we have more vaccine, we'll schedule Monday. We will try to have redistributed vaccine to make sure we're still going Monday and Tuesday of next week. We schedule 1,260 appointments a day. Every day so far, there have been no-shows. So what happens with those doses? If those doses are opened, and there's a vial opened, we will find anybody to give the shot to. We have a backup list of people that are in 1A and 1B, but if they can't get here, we will find somebody. We will never throw out a dose of vaccine. So, but if we can't, and we can't find anybody else and the vials aren't open, those 50 doses from that day will carry over to the next day. And so then what happens is we may have more capacity for 50 doses. What will happen? We will let the public know so that they can register, again, whenever we have capacity. For our seniors, we understand that seniors, not all seniors are that tech savvy. Guess what? Not all county executives are that tech savvy either. I'm okay. I'm not great. So looking at that, what have we done to make sure that seniors aren't getting beaten to the punch on a registration link and they're getting boxed out, especially when our seniors have been most vulnerable to this virus? We have set up 211. 211 is a number the seniors can call, and they will help you register for an appointment. Remember, we're only registering in 3-day increments. So this will happen. Appointments will go, but this is a tool for our seniors so they don't have to go on the computer, worry about that. They can call 211, okay? There are some slots at 211 available now. So seniors can try to call 211 for availability between Wednesday and Friday. There are no other slots, but 211 every day, we're going to dedicate certain appointments to 211. So if you are a senior watching this and you want to get a vaccination, call 211, stop watching. If you have a loved one that you want to help them with, you can call 211 on their behalf to do that. But again, if we have more capacity opening up from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from no-shows, we will let the public know so that they can register for the following Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So that's how this is going to work. Second dose. I've had this question asked a couple times. Nobody at our pods is eligible for a second dose yet that has received a shot. We have taken your information. So we have your emails, we have an email of a loved one, and we have your phone number. We will be sending out emails to those who are eligible when the second dose is necessary. If something changes, if our federal or state partners who set guidance change anything on second dose, we will also let you know. But at this point, we don't need you trying to register right now for a second dose. We will contact you via the emails that you gave us when we gave you your initial shot. So hopefully that helps clarify some things. The positive news is we are punching back. We are vaccinating. More people are eligible than we have supply. Today, it looks like the federal government is going to push out more supply to the states. and then the states will likely push that out when they get that within the next couple weeks. So our pod will be able to do much more. That we will open up an additional pod if we have to do more. Pharmacies will be able to do more. Primary care physicians will get vaccine. This is coming, but we need the vaccine supply to really activate that additional infrastructure. And we will. We won't let vaccines sit. We will get it to everybody who wants the shot. So we just got to be patient right now. There's over 100,000 people that qualify for a shot now. And again, we have 3,600 doses, okay? The fairgrounds has a supply of doses. The pharmacy doses are already booked up. So this upcoming week of tomorrow to next Wednesday is pretty much booked unless we're telling you we have no shows, we have extra vaccine, come get a vaccine, come get a shot. So we will communicate to make sure that happens. Let's be patient. Let's take care of each other. When you're registering, if you have an aunt or uncle that needs help, let them call 211. Help them through this process as well, and we'll get through it. Our numbers are getting better. The more vulnerable people we get vaccinated quicker will mean that there will be less loss of life in our community, and our hospital numbers will get better, and this is all happening now. So I just want to thank everybody in advance for your patience. We're here to answer questions. We'll give these briefings each day on Facebook Live or our live media briefings, and we'll get through this. Thank you.